Hey there, greetings from Jasper National Park, where it's evening and I'm just watching the sun just start to go down over a hill there, so it's about to get really cold in a couple of minutes. We'll see if that happens in the course of this video. But for now, at least I have the sun shining on me for a change. Enjoying it. It's been chilly around here lately. Yesterday was super cold. I was going to record this video yesterday because it's kind of appropriate. The title for this video is Kundalini is the Goddess. And yesterday was Earth Day, April 20th, 2013. But I went out to this lake. The lake was completely frozen, and it was a very cold wind, and just taking my gloves off, I started to get numb in my fingers after not too long. So much for that. So, as I mentioned, the title of this video is Kundalini is the Goddess. And so I'm going to sort of tackle this from a couple of different angles. The first thing that I'll mention is that, as many people are probably aware, but I'll just go over it fairly briefly. In the Bible, then it says that humans were made in the image of God. And I understand that to be true, basically. Our physical human body reflects the energy of God and of divinity, of the cosmos, and that we have this chakra system, and there's the upper chakras and the lower chakras, and the upper chakras represent the masculine aspect of God, the lower chakras represent the feminine aspect of God. The heart is the unifying element of the chakra system, and Jesus, as I understand it, represented the heart chakra, the heart of God. And the heart chakra is the unification of masculine and feminine, and thus is essentially the son of God, of masculine and feminine. And so in that sense, then it's quite accurate, as it says in the Bible, that Jesus was the Son of God, not just of the Father God, of Father and Mother God. So Kundalini is a lower chakra energy, and the lower chakras represent the feminine, the goddess. So in that sense, Kundalini is the goddess energy. Now, it isn't a surprise to anyone who is in the course of doing various spiritual research and waking up and coming to awareness of the denial of the feminine, that the feminine energy has been denied on Earth for a long, long time, and the masculine paradigm has reigned supreme for millennia. And this goes along with the denial of the lower chakras and of feminine energy, of emotional energy, of sexual energy, of the lower, denser energies in general. The upper chakras represent the masculine, and it represents the broader overview, the higher-minded perspective on what is happening in creation. The lower chakras represent the personalized experience, and the experience that has been had over the course of the last, thousands of years, or who knows, there's no way to put a number on it, has been a very, very intense and difficult experience, especially for the feminine and the lower chakra, those people and energies that represent the lower chakras, because this all originated from a very difficult, painful experience, which I talk about in another one of my videos, about the fundamental divide between masculine and feminine, which is that the feminine was separated from the masculine, and as a result experienced a very, very painful, terrifying experience, and the masculine denied that experience and didn't want to have anything to do with it and separated from it. And so the feminine has been stuck in this experience of separation, and wanting to come back together with the masculine in order to find unity and oneness and the love that is the result of the union of energies, masculine and feminine, whereas the masculine has been denying that because it doesn't want to feel that pain and that fear that's associated with that initial experience. this is why Kundalini energy for many is experienced as being very difficult and challenging and terrifying, because Kundalini energy is the goddess energy, and it is still holding that feeling and that experience of being separated from God, the split between masculine and feminine, and so that experience of fear and pain that resulted from that original split is still held by the feminine, and Kundalini awakening awakens all these feelings and these emotions. So that's kind of it in a nutshell as far as what Kundalini energy represents, and why it is so often a very difficult experience, because there are all these denied feelings and emotions that go along with the denial of the Kundalini energy. So it's all kind of wrapped up: the denial of the feminine, the domination of the masculine because of its fear of this energy, of this powerful energy. Kundalini energy is very intense, potent, powerful energy that can be extremely overwhelming, and the masculine is unfamiliar with it. The masculine is in this state of this broader, objective overview perspective, whereas the feminine is in this personalized, intense, very powerful subjective experience. And so that is the split between masculine and feminine, upper and lower, God and goddess. And what really needs to happen is that Kundalini energy needs to be awakened and allowed to flow free and return, flow up through the chakras, invigorating all of the chakras, returning to the masculine and finding unity with the upper chakras, so that masculine and feminine come back together, and there's a circular flow of energy, of the light of the masculine shining down into the lower chakras, and the very potent Kundalini energy of the feminine rising upwards and invigorating the crown chakra. As I talked about in another one of my videos titled "Don't Awaken Kundalini," or "Don't Try to Awaken Kundalini," then I talk about how there's so much wrapped up along with this Kundalini energy that you don't want to just jump into, the objective is Kundalini awakening, I'm going to do whatever I can to awaken Kundalini energy. And I go into this more in depth in that other video, "Don't Try to Awaken Kundalini." And I'm not saying that Kundalini energy should not be awakened. I'm saying that because it's such an intense and powerful force, that one should be very cautious and careful, and it's more important to focus on these other emotions and feelings that are intertwined, that are kind of on top of the Kundalini energy, and allow those to flow, and reincorporate those into yourself, rather than trying to focus on Kundalini awakening, because when that happens, all that other stuff comes up at the same time, and you can get hit by a whole lot of intense energy all at once that can be extremely overwhelming. So that's kind of the cautionary note that goes along with that. Coming to awareness of Kundalini energy is to be conscious of the very powerful force that it is, and allow it to awaken in stages, in its own time, as it happens naturally, and not be focused on trying to awaken Kundalini energy. There's one other analogy that I'll pass on really quick here before I finish up this video. Another reason to not focus on trying to awaken Kundalini energy is that this is like trying to bring about an orgasm. The more that you focus on it, the more that it will have a tendency to elude you, and the more that you will miss all of the other pleasurable and enjoyable feelings and experiences that you can have separate from that. So that's another reason not to be focused on trying to awaken Kundalini, is that there's all kinds of experiences spiritual awakenings and various levels of accessing energy that can be experienced separate from or else leading up to Kundalini awakening. From what I understand, I've read that Kundalini energy itself is orgasmic energy. Kundalini awakening in its culmination is like a sustained orgasm. Based on my own various experiences along the path of when it's been truly awakened and flowing within me, then I would agree with that. So pretty interesting and compelling subject matter. Thanks a lot for watching, and looks like the sun is just about to go over the hill there, so I just managed to squeeze in a video with some sunshine. Have a nice day.